And what is going on, guys? Welcome to another video on this channel. First of all, thank you so much that you decided to click on this video. It means the world to me. If you are new here, I'm Michael and this channel is built on one single foundation, and it is to help you become the best version of yourself. So if it sounds good to you, keep watching, man. So today I want to look at a few reasons why and how you should become a real man. So first things first, why you should become a real man in the first place, right? Because you are born as a man, you are living life as a man, right? But that is a mistake, guys. You just think you are a man. Because nowadays, guys, men became so weak and it's getting worse and worse, right? Because there are so many traps that you can get into, right? And here are a few things, guys, that you need to stop doing in order to be a real man. So guys, here are a few biggest traps that you as a man can fall into, right? The first one and the biggest one being porn and masturbation. I told you this, guys, many times on this channel, right? Because if you're consistently watching my videos, you know that, right? And this is the biggest traps, guys, of all. This is the thing that is making unconfident, unhappy, unmotivated to do anything in life, right? You will be shy and etc. And also a huge problem, guys, with watching those adult movies, right? And doing that thing to yourself, that is just a huge time waste, right? Because you might, fap and you will search for some, so-called movies, right? And then you will look at your phone, on a time, and guys, you just killed 1 hour. 1 hour just disappeared, right? Or more. It's crazy. And that's why I'm preaching to you guys that you need to stop doing this thing as soon as possible. You need to stop doing these two bad things, right? Fapping and watching adult movies. Because the more you will do it, the more you will addict it, right? Like I said in some other videos, right? Like a hamster in a wheel. The more the hamster runs, the more the wheel spins. Thus, the hamster will get more and more caught up. And that's why I'm telling you guys that no flap and seam retention is just the way to go as a man, right? Because you will take back basically your masculinity, right? You will become a real man again. You will stop being shy. You will be confident again, right? You will be motivated, happy, and maybe you will also find your goal, the thing that you love to do. So the second thing, guys, if you want to become a real man, stop being afraid of failure and rejections. Because failures and rejections, guys, are the best thing in the world, right? Because those are the things that you can learn from, right? Because if you want to be successful, if you want to succeed in life, right? If you want to win, you will need to go through a ton of failures, right? A lot more failures than wins. But the thing is, guys, if you want to win in life, right? If you are a winner, it will make you stronger, right? You will learn from these mistakes. But if you're a loser, if you don't want to win in life, right? If you're just a weak man, you will surrender, right? Because those failures, hey man, I failed, I'm miserable, right? I don't deserve this success, right? And you will basically surrender. Because for example, last week I bought a new phone with a better camera, right? With a lot better camera. Because I still don't have enough money to buy like a Sony, right? Like a real camera for $700, $1,000, no, but whatever, guys. So I recorded a few videos and I started editing them, right? But then I was just disappointed because I saw like, hey man, this is not normal. Because I saw that the video in editing program, it was so choppy, it was laggy, because it was in full HD, right? 60 FPS. And I realized, guys, that my PC is just too slow, it can't handle that. And like, I'm so stupid because I just wasted my money, right? Because right now I still need to record this on my old phone, right? Because my PC is sadly too slow, too choppy. It's just a potato PC, right? It can't handle this shit. And again, guys, this is just a pure example. I will never surrender, right? So even though I just wasted my money, it's like, throwing them out the window, right? No, guys, I will never surrender. I'm like, oh yeah, okay, it sucks. I just wasted my money, okay? But that doesn't matter. I will use this as a learning point, I will use this to strengthen my roots. And that's why I'm telling you guys, you need to stop being afraid of failure, right? You need to stop letting failure to take over your life, to conquer you, right? Again, if you just wasted your money like I did, right? Again, I will never surrender, right? And you should do it too. You should never surrender. You should do it. You should use this point as a learning point, right? You should take the failure, the lose, right? And learn from it, right? You're like, oh, okay, I wasted my money, but there is something that I can learn from this, right? For example, I will never do this mistake again, and next time I will buy a new camera, I will find out if my PC, can handle this. Okay, the third point, guys, is don't be afraid to cut bad and negative people out of your life. Because there will be time, guys, when you will need to cut few people out of your life because they're not serving you well, right? They're treating you poorly. Maybe you will end up in a toxic relationship with with the girl, right? And most guys will just stay in the relationship, right? Because they don't want to lose the girl, even though in their mind, right, they know that it's just a not good relationship, right? It's just a toxic relationship and they don't like being in there, right? But they're like, oh, you know, I just don't want to lose this girl, right? She's amazing, even though, you know, I'm in a toxic relationship, I don't want to lose her. Or for example, you will have a friend, right? And that friend will constantly hate on someone, right? He will be jealous, right? He's like, you know, look at this man, you know, look at this friend, you know, he's just successful just because he's lucky, right? And I think he's doing this and this wrong, right? And he will basically convince you to go on parties, even if you don't want to, right? Because he will feel like about himself, right? Because maybe you will do something that you love to do and he's not doing that, right? And right now he feels jealous, right? He's jealous that you have something that you love to do, and that's why he will convince you to go on parties, right? Like, hey man, you know, why you're grinding on weekends, right? You can have fun in clubs, you have drinks and etc. And again, guys, most people will tolerate this, right? Most people like, you know, he's my friend, I can't be rude to him, right? But that is the time, guys, when you become a real man. A real man is not afraid to cut off bad and negative people out of his life. Okay, the fourth point, guys, a real man is not afraid to show the real him. And this point, guys, is closely tied to the previous one, right? Because most people will act fake just to fit in some friend group, right? Just to be friends with this and this person, right? Just to have this and this girl, right? But that's a no bueno, guys. A real man is not doing that. Why? It's simple. Because if he's confident in his own skin, right? If he's okay with himself, he doesn't need to fake anything, right? Because guys, if you love yourself the way you are, right? If you respect yourself the way you are, you don't need to try to fake something for someone else. And the last point, guys, if you want to become a real man, you need to start taking care of your body. Because most men nowadays, guys, they became so lazy, right? They stopped taking care of their bodies. They're filling their body, right, with junk food, you know, with pizzas, hamburgers, right? They're also filling their body with junk stuff, right? Like Pepsi, you know, Sprite and all these sugary drinks, right? And that's a terrible idea, guys. And I can tell you guys from my own personal experience that the single best decision I ever made in my entire life is start taking care of my body, right? Start going to the gym, start eating healthy and etc. Because if you will start taking care of your body, guys, right? If you will start going to the gym, or it doesn't need to be gym, right? Any form of physical activity counts. You will maybe go jogging every single day, you know, go on a bike, you know, hiking and etc. Again, any form of physical activity counts. But the thing is, guys, that if you will start doing that, right, if you will start doing some physical activity, you will start appreciating your body a lot more. And also, guys, you need to change your diet, right? You need to stop eating junk food, you know. I'm not telling you that, you know, you can't have a burger, right, from time to time, you know. I also have a burger from time to time, right? But guys, the thing is that 98% of my diet, right, is healthy, you know. I eat vegetables, fruits and etc., right? But guys, the thing is that do not try to be so strict that it's so impossible, right? Because that is the thing that will completely ruin you. That is the thing, guys, that will completely screw you up. Everything in moderation, right? Like they say. And it's true, guys, because you can have, for example, donut, you know, sometimes. But again, the rest of your diet needs to be clean, guys. So if you're eating junk food only, stop doing that, guys. Start eating clean, start eating vegetables, you know, having healthy meals and etc. Because I believe, guys, that every single one of you, including me, we want to be here on this planet for as long as possible, right? We want to live long lives. So we can be here for our loved ones, to support them and help them. And before I end this video, guys, why am I telling you all of this stuff, right? To become a real man. It's simple, guys, because most men nowadays are becoming less and less masculine and more feminine, right? And that's a no bueno. That's not how it should work. That's why, for example, relationships can't work, right? That's why divorce rates are so high. Because men are becoming feminine and women are becoming masculine, and that's not how it should work. And that's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, smash the thumbs up button. Also comment down below where you're from, because I'm curious my audience is from. If you feel generous, click the subscribe button. Also click the bell right next to it, so you'll never miss any video from me. Stay relentless.